What's up, guys? This is Husein from iGeometry, where we discuss software engineering by example. And this is our regular JavaScript API long series where we just open the text editor and code with JavaScript, right, guys? So that's what we do. I know. It's been a while since I uploaded a video. I actually just finished recording one video talking about the rise of containers, physical machine, virtual machine, containers, and Kubernetes. So I kind of just not trying to make more videos like in general software engineering and also have fun coding as well. So this is my general long uncut videos where we just built that application. Remember, guys, when we built the JavaScript API, the viewer, with the browsing the services and different things, and we start coding and learning JavaScript API, the ArcGIS Javascript API, that is. So how about we get to it, guys? Right, let's do that. Also change my lighting. It's now daylight instead of that yellow thing. I think it's called. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, the other one. So yeah, let's get to it. So let's start our node application here. So this is episode 27, guys. Holy moly, 27 episodes. I've been mucking with Alexa coding recently, doing some games. Yeah, crazy. Let's do that. Okay, npm run start. Yeah, so that will load it on 8080. Let's just fire up Chrome. Husein Mac, that's your machine name, 8080 ig.ht. That's the first thing I want to change, guys. The first thing I want to change is this thing. I don't need to call this ig.html. This is just stupid, guys. Let's get to fix this. Okay, open. Okay, oh my god. Oh, I don't know where's my code. No, I'm sorry. Duh. Alright, open. I'm gonna change this, man. Boom. Do it. Do it, Husein. Do it. Right to click. Do I have to right to click? Really? Okay. I'm gonna change it to index. You might ask why. That is why, sir. If you type index.html now, it will work. Obviously, it's just a renaming, right? It is cool. Application is still working with all these nice things. I know it's ugly as F, but don't judge. I'm not a designer, okay? Don't judge. I see your judgment right there. Don't judge me. All right, so if I change it to index.html, we can do this. We can just get rid of that, right? Because the browser, if the web server, is it the browser or web server? I think it's the web server. The web server will serve by default if nothing is requested, it will serve index.html. And I believe it is not the browser, it's a web server, which is not JS in this. It could be you're using IIS, which will also serve index.html by default. So it's like, that's nice, right, guys? I don't need to type that. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to do here is, you know this, how we're loading the sample server services and we have hard coding stuff left and right here? I'm gonna change that, guys. We're gonna make these, where's that, this sample service. Why are we hard coding this, guys? Why? We need to make everything configurable. We want to make this application just runs. All right, let's do that. All right, let's do that. Index. Do it, index. Where are you? Okay, we will add. We maximize that to do that. Yeah, let's do that. You're not gonna see my face here, so that's a plus for you guys. So yeah, I want to add on top of the service, I'm gonna add a text box where we add the service URL. URL. Some people say URL. I like to say URL. I don't know if it's pronounced URL. A lot of people use URL. I don't know what's the correct thing to do. Like it's like GIF and GIF. I just use GIF because that's the correct thing to say. It's GIF, not GIF. Yeah, and don't start. Oh, I know it's graphic. No, no. You're making it into a word, guys. If you make it into a word, right? You're making GIF. It's not an abbreviation anymore. It's a word. You pronounce it GIF, right? You GIF or whatever. You're making it into a word. That means you have to adhere to the English grammar rules. A G, any vowel that is I or E comes after a G, pronounced G, like giraffe, right? Gift is an exception. Shut up. Okay. But yeah, that's a general thing, right? Just yeah. So I like GIF, oral, URL, whatever rocks your boat, guys. I'm just teasing you. But yeah, so let's change that. See, look at this. Look at this. So, and two things. I want to do this, and I want to start working only with map services because this is just a map viewer. We're gonna make with editing. We're gonna make something completely different. We're working with just with the map service here. I think so. All right, where is my text? This is our table. That's this pages. Up, 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 up. There you go. That's the service. I think we need a table here, guys. We might need a table here. So service, say ArcGIS Server. Service? I think no, that's service actually. ArcGIS Server directory. ArcGIS Server URL. Because it is literally ArcGIS Server URL. This will work, guys. This will work if you point it to your instance of your ArcGIS Server. This application will guarantee to work, right? If that didn't work, then I will dance Nick. No, I'm not gonna do that. URL ArcGIS. So this is a list. This is a text box. So it's a text ArcGIS server URL. URL. Okay, this is not a select, so it says an input. So input. Oh, it's been a while since I coded in JavaScript. This is HTML. This is not JavaScript. Oh, guys. Value. Some default value here. Let's put some default value. I think that's it, right? Okay, now we're gonna copy that thing. Oh, I'm not gonna do that fjson. I'm just gonna give the URL. You guys will know why in a second. Where's my stuff? As a default, right? And now that's the raw base URL here. And I'm gonna comment out this, and instead I am going to do document.get element by ID text ArcGIS server URL. I hope I nailed that. Dot value. That will give me the URL. I think so. But I'll need to add that part myself. You know what? I'm gonna just do this. URL equal URL plus just that string. Cool. So guys, if someone types this URL, it must end with services. So that's your server. You could have a port here. This has a web adapter, and the web adapter name is ArcGIS, but yours could be blah 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 6080, or if you're using HTTPS, this could be HTTPS blah 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 6443, and then ArcGIS. No web adapter means the default, or you can use the web adapter, so whatever that name, server, could be ArcGIS if you want that as well. And then rest, and then services, and that will give you everything. And then after that, I think the folders come in. But let's just stick with that now. URL. If you're hearing some noise, this is my machine just rendering my next video, so apologies, guys. What else? So this is, again, we're repeating that again, so we want to remove that. And the good thing is it's exactly the same thing, so I can safely say URL. Is URL exist here? Oh, do you want me, really? Do I have to do it again here? Might actually, I might need to do that because it's not a global variable. See, that's not cool, but oh well. I think I can read it once. No, we need to read it every time, guys. This is a mistake. We should not cache this. I'll tell you why in a second. Where I'm lost. Where am I? This is what I don't like about all these routines, man. I don't know. Where is it? Where is it? Jeez, where am I? Do you guys get lost too with this? Because I'm lost. I don't know where am I now. Was it here? There you go. I know you're repeating code, but you need to, because people will type things here, right? And then you'll need to load that part every time. So you'll need a button, some button to read that. So yeah, we need a lot of work here. So, but let's get this working first, right? So this is reading a value. Let's just search for that. Are we using? Oh my God! No, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's the value. I think that's the two places we're using that thing. All right. So again, sample server 6, sample server 6, sample server 6, sample server 6. We're using it here on the JSON. We're using it here, and then we're just adding that URL. So this is very tricky, guys. What did we comment out here? All right, so this is the URL plus selected services. I don't think this will work, because where is that? Did I just copy that code? Yeah, that will work, man. You know why? Because this is the /services thing, right? Without the FJSON. So I think we need to add that. The selected service, and then that will work. Yeah. Refresh. All right, we have that now. Man, it works, I think. Let's change this. Oh yeah, it works. It works just because we have everything pulling the beginning, right? So first I need to do something so that text is very short. The text width is short, so let's increase that. I know some guys, you guys told me to increase to use some CSS. I promise I will. I just need to get in the mood to use CSS. Maybe we just do it in one episode. But yeah. Where is my text, man? Where is it? There you go. That is it. That is the one. So we can use a style width 500 pixels. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But now if I change this thing, right? If I change this thing, I need to refresh this list, right? This list doesn't really work, right? This list doesn't. Is that like a sample server 5? Can we just get a sample server 5 if there's a 6? Oh, it's exactly the same thing. It's just replicated. Well, 4. Ah, interesting. There is 4. How about 3? Ooh, there are folders here. How about 2? Just one service. How about 1? I think these are all secure services. That's why you can't see them. 7? Oh, no services. 6 is the maximum. Alright. It's a nice list set of services. Sample service 6 is being used a lot. A lot. Okay. So that's the idea. We need a button here. Button. Let's add a button. And that button equal button load service. I think load service. Does that work? Yep. Now we need to add an event handler. Where do we add an event handler, man? Where do we add all these event handlers? Do we add them on map? I think we gotta add them in the beginning, right? So somewhere when you load the map, maybe. I guess I never added. Yeah, there you go. We adding them on the base map. Yeah, we can add it here after everything loads. Just add that event. Document get element by ID. Set up events. Maybe it's a bad idea, but we'll arrange. We'll recode later. So let button load service. I think that's what I called it. Button load dot add event listener. Click, and I'm gonna add a function. What is that function? What should it do? Guess what, guys? It will actually. Is there a function called populate map service? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna populate the map service, which we do it in the beginning, right? We always call it. So let's just do that. See if it works. I expect a lot of bugs. Our application was designed to work once in the beginning. Load service, look at the duplicate now. I expect a duplicate. What? Is it actually working? I think it's failed. I think it's failed, guys. Did it fail? Yep. I know why. Because the scope of this thing is not. Yeah. The closures, guys. I think we have to call them within this function, within the scope of this function somehow. Yeah, so it's stuck here. We can just do it here, right here. The scope of function is very important because this function needs to see the function map service, which doesn't exist now. Now load. Give me all the bugs, guys. What bugs? What happened? Did it duplicate? No, it didn't. It is actually working, guys. There's some bugs, but I think it's working. Oh, it is working. But it's not loading the default water network thing. By the way, we should remove that thing, the loading the default service, because that service might not exist. That most certainly won't exist in any other ArcGIS server, right? So what we're doing is populate that. That's done once. That's okay. We can populate that. Map is loaded once, and that's okay as well. Populate that. You can get away with it. Populate the map. We're querying the ArcGIS server instance, requesting that URL, which will request, wait for the response and start populating, and then adding another. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, we're adding multiple event listeners to this. So maybe, so we need to remove the existing event listener in order to add. So we can't really do that. That's bad. Yeah, what will happen is we're gonna start adding multiple event listener, and every time you load, it will keep adding those event listeners. So you'll have 3 functions on change. So we can change this to, I believe, to on change equal on change service map, but we'll come to that. I want, so this will start looping that, and that's your default service thingy. If that's just loading it, and then on change service map will get called as if someone physically called on change service map, which will, I think this what failed us. Did it fail? No, I don't think so. So this will give us this, takes ArcGIS Server URL, give the URL, URL, Uncle Earl, select service, map service, that's the selected service that we just got in from this. I think that's okay too. And then we're gonna create a new, that's okay. We'll remove all layers, then add them again. Yeah, I don't think why I don't see why this is not working. But you guys love this, right? You love bugs, so you don't need to see these bugs. Alright, let's just debug. How about that? Debug. You guys are gonna run into this as you start working with applications. You're gonna run into these bugs. So okay, so this is okay, right? Every time I load, things are fine. Changing wildfire, that's okay. Now if I load, that's when it breaks. If I change, now the selected service becomes something else. And if I load, let's just debug. You look happier. You do. Alright. Hey, we did the draw and all that code, guys, right, last time? I think I did that. Start draw and draw point. Yeah. It's been a while since I coded here, so let's see if I load. I think this will be called twice. Okay, did you get it nicely? Did you get it? Title ID? I have no idea what's that. Title? I'm interested in the title, guys. Water network, so you got it right. You got it right. Remove it, add it, then build the talk. So we'll build the talk. The talk is right. Oh, don't go to Dojo on me now. Just run and continue. Okay, change it to wildfire. What is the selected for? Wildfire. And that is nice. Change it back to water network. Did that work? Yeah, so we'll load it here. We'll load it here. That is good. Okay, so we got that. We got that. We got that. Nice. I think it failed or something. So I'm loading that. I think I'm loading the table of content correctly. Oh, I know, that's the session reference bug. Ah, Son of. Okay, yeah. Remember, guys, when we first. What is that? Damage assessment. Load again. Refresh. So that's going to San Diego. That's just the initial extent, guys. Remember? We're good. We're good. So another thing I want to do here is, when I load, I want to only show map services. How can I do that? How can I store that? So I go to on populate map services. It says populate map services. It says populate map services. When I query this JSON, baby, when I query this JSON, it gives me everything, right? Remember, guys, to do that, I think f equal JSON. And I have this Chrome that makes this nice. So this is like the cool thing. We're looping through this beautiful array of JSON. Beautiful array of JSON. And then what we're doing is giving the name and then type, I think, right? So all we have to do is add a little nice if statement here that says, by the way, if result.services sub I dot type is equal map service, exactly like that, then do this. If it's anything else, don't do it, sir. Refresh. Now you don't see those duplicates. The reason you're seeing duplicates because like one is the map server service and one is for the feature service, and sometimes you see three for other stuff as well. So now no duplicates. Much nicer, isn't it? Load, and it loads the water stuff. Vertical line USA. That's the county. Maybe we'll load this as a default service. How about that, guys? Counties. Oh, this is actually a perfect default service. Let's make this our default. How do you do that, guys? Like that. Just change one constant. We're good. What? 911? USD. Didn't find it, so it took the first one. There you go. There you go. Look at those states. Beautiful. Beautiful states. One page. I think how many pages? What is our page size? What is our page size, guys? Did my movie ever finish? Oh, it's still processing. Oh my gosh. Wow, we have like 100-page count. So let's make it 25. I know there are 50 states. Wait, why do we have 3 pages? Page 1. Page 2. I think we have a bug here. Yeah, we have a bug. We're not doing this correctly, guys. And now it shows, now that we have like a smaller set of rows that we can work with, it shows the bug. I think we're gonna fix it someday. Cities. Oh, yeah, that was a lot of cities, obviously. So look at that. So we can do so many cool things, guys. Here we can like order by. So this view is essentially what it does is it will basically, look at that. It will just go crazy and nut on that. Maybe we'll fix that size so it doesn't exceed. This doesn't look real. Yeah, I don't want to make this. So yeah, look at that. Look at that. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna stop here. So we did some cleanup. We did some refactoring. Uh, I have some ideas on what to do in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Let me know if you have more questions. I'm gonna push this code right now. Episode 27. Stay tuned for more. Post in the comment section. What do you want to see next? Or what kind of functionality in JavaScript you want to see? This is just was on JavaScript ArcGIS API. I'm gonna see you in the next one. You guys stay awesome.